Joining me here is Congress Working Committee member Sachin Pilot. You have been on a tour in the state. How are you seeing the chances in Kerala?
I think this election generally, to my mind, is an election for change. There is no wave, there are no large national issues except for the ones that matter to the people, which the Congress party has taken up in its manifesto. In the first round of polling that has happened in 102 seats, I think the BJP is on a back foot across India, and especially where there is a bipolar contest, the Congress party's strike rate will be much better. In Kerala, I think last time the UDF got 19 seats. This time, even that one seat we have to win. And I think the response I've received so far in my travel last 2 days, the cadre, the Congress party and its alliance partners in UDF are doing extremely well. And not to forget that the LDF government here, despite getting a second mandate, has not really left an impression in second term. Therefore, I am of the opinion that UDF and Congress will get 20 on 20 in Kerala.
Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, day before in an election rally in Rajasthan, has made certain comments that if Congress come to power, they will take resources from one community and give it to a particular community. How you see
that? Is absolutely something that's unbecoming of a position holding such a high constitutional post in this country. Elections, are there for people to debate on issues that matter. Employment, inflation, job creation, so many issues that, policymakers have to think about. And any responsible political party will obviously put forward its best foot. Unfortunately, now I think there is a sense of realization that this 300 par, 400 par, 500 par rhetoric is not gaining ground. Therefore, the desperate attempt to change the narrative, I think the Congress party has proven beyond doubt in its last 140 years that we are a party of everyone. We are a national party that cares for every single citizen of this country. But the statements made on religion and then targeting communities, talking about mandir and masjid and such like, I think it's not in good taste. And I think the Election Commission should certainly take cognizance, because here is an election that should be fought on people's issues, and it is being willfully diverted to contentious, emotional, and perhaps sometimes not very appropriate issues. So I think that's wrong. We must bring the narrative back to what matters. And the India Alliance and the Congress Party are very clear. We have a blueprint for the next 5 years, a very positive narrative for what we think is important for the people of India.
Today, again in the rally, Prime Minister has said that during Congress rule, it was illegal to even chant Hanuman Chalisa.
I've not heard those statements, but I think, to say things like that certainly tells you what the reality on the ground is. The BJP has had 10 years to prove itself. They haven't doubled farmers' incomes. They haven't created 2 crore jobs a year. They have not eradicated corruption or inflation. In fact, it's on the rise. The electoral bond scheme has been declared illegal by the Supreme Court of India. All these things are happening, and there is a deliberate attempt to systematically weaken the constitutional bodies in this country, which have been fiercely independent thus far. All these things matter. 2 elected chief ministers are being put behind bars during the code of conduct. And the Election Commission should really take cognizance and provide a level playing field. You can't seize the bank accounts of a principal opposition party and then expect to have a fair fight. So but people are smarter. I have full faith in the wisdom of the voters. They will vote for the right party, for the right ideology, and for the right people who will take this country forward.
Now, Election Commission said they don't want to comment on this particular statement by the Prime Minister. Congress Party has given several complaints related to this. So far, no action on this.
Well, I can only hope that the Election Commission will do its discharge its responsibility as an independent constitutional body that must oversee a fair election. And if it is taking cognizance of one and not taking cognizance of another one, that creates doubts in people's mind. That's avoidable to my mind, and the EC should really act in a dispassionate, transparent manner. But more than that, it's upon us. We as leaders, we are going to the people, we are taking our messages. What are we saying? Should we really be talking about things that are contentious, that are creating divisions, that are drowned in falsehood? We should avoid saying that, and in fact present our report card for last 10 years. BJP and NDA should present a 10-year report card on what they've achieved, what they've done. We have the highest ever unemployment in this country. The gap between rich and poor is widened so much. The Congress is saying that we can't leave people on the fringes. We can't create wealth for just a few. It has to be an equitable growth for all. All of us must move together, and not just a portion of our society benefit from all the wealth that's been created.
Now, BJP has been saying 400 plus. What do you see the chances of BJP, of the INDIA alliance, and also How do you see in Rajasthan?
Okay, I don't want to go into number games. You asked about Kerala because I'm here in Kerala and I've travelled the state. That's why I can say that UDF will outperform its last time's tally. On June 4th, I think the India Alliance will get the requisite numbers to form a government. Now, I don't want to say 300, 400, 500 because it doesn't make sense to say that. It just seems that you're overconfident and not rooted in reality. In Rajasthan, I can only tell you that the Congress party will get more seats than the BJP. Last time we didn't open an account, but this time things have changed, and I've also travelled there in many, many districts. And young people, farmers are all now yearning for a change. They've got tired of the same slogans and same promises and nothing on the ground.
Thank you. Thank you so much for speaking to us.